Calaveras. Thank you for joining me. And we're going to be decorating your sugar skulls in a little bit. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about my altar. You might get your small sugar skulls, or you might get some large ones. But first, we're going to, like I told you, we're going to talk about the elements. This is very important. It's the flowers. This is what you're going to use to make a little trail. They have a special order that, let me cut one up so you can see what you're gonna do with it. You're gonna break one off. I know they're beautiful and you don't want to do that, but this is what brings the smell when you open them. They have a special odor that brings our souls to our altar or back to earth. And we also need their food that they used to like. So you set it up at the table and you do it like 3 days before the Day of the Dead, because we start celebrating 9 days before November 2nd. And some people do. And this is the salt. You want to have that so they don't get corrupted from them wanting to stay here. And we have water. Water, it's very important to their thirsty, and they need to drink a lot of water. And this is what you use to burn the incense. And the incense basically is some pine resin. And you burn it right before you bless your altar and after, just to say goodbye, and so they can come back next year. Okay, and the pictures, as you know, are very important. And if you have pets, celebrate them too, because they're part of your family. And this is not about being sad, it's about being happy and talking about stories of them. And this is when you're gonna find out some things that dead people that you had in your family that you probably didn't even know about it, but because of this holiday that it's celebrated in Mexico, you'll be able to find out about them. So now I'm gonna go and get your baggies ready so we can start making your sugar skulls. Make sure you look in your bag. I gave the people that got bags, this is what you got on your kit. You got icing, and in your icing you got some jewels. Those are you're gonna use them for their eyeballs, for the sugar skulls. Like I told you, some of you got large ones, and some of you got the small ones. See? So we're gonna start right now by decorating our sugar skulls. But first, this is what you need to do with your bags. You fold them. And make sure you have all of them ready like this. Okay? I'm getting all of mine ready because I'm gonna use all the colors to decorate. And you want to do this so you don't waste your icing. Okay, this is my other one. And I'm gonna start with my sugar skull that I have in my altar. Like I told you, we're gonna do the eyeballs first. And this is what you do. You press at the top and you squeeze at the bottom. Like this. And like this. And then you can either use eyeballs. I'm gonna use pink this time. Look how beautiful that looks. There you go. And you can either add leaves to it. So what you do, like I told you, you press at the top, you pull away from it, this is my eyeball. It's kind of gonna look like a flower. I'm gonna use a lot of green because it's my favorite color. This is one eye. Depending how hard you push on the icing, that's how your icing is gonna come out. And you pull away. This is my eyeball. And for the nose, you could either do an upside down heart. And what I do, I make sure I squeeze my icing. Yep, there's some icing. Okay, upside down heart. See? And for the mouth, you have 2 lines going sideways. You're gonna draw some teeth with this. See that? And you have lines going down to form the teeth. And you know what? They don't have to be perfect. This is the teeth. And I'm gonna have another line going sideways. There you go. This is my mouth. Now I'm gonna start decorating the head. So for the head, I want my sugar skull to have green hair. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna squeeze out the green like this. I'm gonna squeeze it out and make like vines so I can add some flowers to it. And you can do that with any color. And you can make designs if you want to, but you don't want to go all the way back because it's gonna smear when you put it down, if you're holding it. So let me show you how I'm gonna make the flowers. Like, I'm gonna use orange for my flowers. This is what you do. You squeeze and you pull away. You squeeze and you pull away. You squeeze and you pull away, and you can make it as thick as you want. See that? I'm gonna make another one over here. And then I'm gonna add some leaves later, but right now I'm making the flowers. I'm gonna go back to them later. And let me show you, when I go back to it, I'm gonna add some yellow to the flowers so you can get the idea of how they're gonna look. See? And I'm gonna add some leaves to it. For the leaves, you pull away from the flower and you go towards your flower. So this is what you do. You squeeze and you come towards your flower. This is very, okay, there we go. Here's a leaf. There we go. There we go. And this is just an idea of what you can do. And you can add other flowers too, or other designs. I'm gonna do a pink flower on the side. You could either hold your sugar skull, it's probably easier. This is another way to make a flower. And this is my pink, my yellow and pink. Okay, I'm gonna do another flower on the other side. You kind of want it to even it out. Okay, you squeeze and you pull. You squeeze and you pull. You squeeze and you pull. Squeeze and you pull. There we go. See that? There. And I'm gonna add some leaves to this. My green, it's very, very watery, so that's why the leaves are coming out like this. I left it in the sun, so that's why they came out like this. So you want to keep it in a cool place, your icing. See? This is my sugar skull. And send me pictures when you get done with your sugar skulls. Let me see. Let me add some more pink here. You can basically do any shapes you want. You can do hearts, you can do bees. See, you just want it to look beautiful. So this is my sugar skull, friends. Thank you so much for participating. And you do the same process with the sugar skulls, with the big ones, okay? Let me show you this sugar skull, Miss Angela made it. And this one is the original sugar skull. This is made in a hot sugar mold. What they do, they heat up the sugar and they put it on molds. And these ones usually are pretty simple. So what I do, when I buy them, but I decorate it myself because they usually just come with little lines like this. When you buy them at the markets, they only have a little line like this or a little bead shape like this. Yeah, but they're very simple, and people do eat them, but I wouldn't eat it just because they're not packaged or anything, so I wouldn't eat it. And I wouldn't eat this either because it has egg base to hold it together, so I wouldn't eat that one too. So that's it, friends. Thank you for joining me and enjoy my altar, and I hope you have one. Oh, you know what? I forgot about something, about the papel picado. This is very easy to make too. You can just fold it and make it, but this one, it's very important to have because this is a way of showing people that you're having a party, a celebration. So this is an important element too. Okay, well, thank you, friends, so much, and see you next time.